So now let's take a look how to set the amp in order to work well with the pedal board. And it's a nice tube amp, my Fender Twin Reverb, and we want to set it such that it is most responsive. That's an old trick I learned from the internet, and it has been working very well for me. So it's a Fender amp, and like we're going out of the pedal board into both channels, the normal channel and the vibrato channel of the Twin Reverb, and I'm now setting the vibrato channel. Fender amps are usually most responsive between volume 3 and 4, which is pretty loud, so your neighbors won't like that very much, but I'm in the fortunate situation that I can do that. So volume is 3 to 4, and I've set all 3 EQ knobs completely off. And so what I'm going to do is to find for each of these 3 knobs the position where it's most responsive to the guitar signal. So what I'm going to do now is to hit the low E string and then look at the bass control where it reacts most strongly. So I would say somewhere around 4 is the steepest slope of the response. Now we're going to do the same with the D and G string for the mid frequencies. That's around 6. Now the same for the high frequencies. I think that's pretty clearly around 6. So the settings we found now is treble at 6, middle at 6 or even a bit higher, bass at 4. So that should be the settings where the Twin Reverb is most responsive to the guitar. And I should say, of course, I'm playing Stratocaster and I'm on the neck pickup. It will vary from guitar to guitar. If you have hotter pickups than a Stratocaster, then you probably want to go here into input 2. Now, the normal channel I've set a bit differently so that I have 2 different sonic options. And my choice is to set it a bit more jazzy, and in that setting you would roll off the bass completely because the Twin Reverb has a lot of bass. And then you want probably a bit higher on the volume because you roll off so much, and the treble you want to roll off to about between 3 and 4, and then you go high on the mid between 7 and 8. That gives a pretty jazzy tone. So now with the pedal board I can choose either the vibrato channel or the normal channel, or both channels at the same time. I personally don't use the bright switch on these amps because they're fairly bright as it is, and I don't like the signal when it's getting too bright. So that should be a fairly nice setting, and now we can go back to the pedal board and see how we set the pedals and all the pedal settings, etc. So the amp has been set, and now we can check whether it sounds any good. I'm playing my Stratocaster here in the position 4, so like neck and middle combined. I had to turn the volume of the amp a bit down because the camera mic was clipping. This will change later when we properly mic the amp. Okay. Okay, so I think that's good enough, and sounds pretty good, and that should be a nice platform to get the pedal board going and like set all the pedals and create a bunch of nice sounds. For future reference, I should mention I will mic the amp with an SM57 that I've placed here with the gooseneck a bit off center of the cone, and I will record this way whatever follows here.